Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He was showing off those wide receiver skills out of the backfield, making that diving grab.
And if you're going to be a running back nowadays, you're going to the wide receiver drills during practice. Like, you have to be a weapon that we can use all over the field. And you see why. He's got mitts. He looks like a wide receiver.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
right downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first connection.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Owls!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll run the screen. Oh, what a move. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun. Give on the inside. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Oh, gave the defender the business. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And early on, this guy has flipped on the machine switch. Nobody did that better for the Buckeyes than J.K. Dobbins back in 19. Averaged over 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, and it's really nice to be at Ohio State University where you can hand the ball to tailback every year that can get you first downs like this. First down, first down, first down. You hand them the ball, and you know good things are going to happen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Reeves. Pocket starts to collapse. Fakes his man out. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll try the right side.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Buckeyes line it up with a first and goal. Snap it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 20 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He's back to throw on second down. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Looking for a huge play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's looking for a man on second down. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
My best defender just broke his collarbone. Sick.
Got his man. Made a defender miss. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You're down. Obviously, the half you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Man, those are so hard to stop defensively. We're just trying to dive in there on the D-line and create a pile and stuff them on first down, and second down they go to Old Faithful, run the quarterback sneak to perfection.
And right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone. Be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Going to the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those hails and those history books, man, it's a good day.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give them the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Direct snap. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third.
Ohio State 28, Kennesaw State 21.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. On a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Woods. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running to the left. Dances away from one. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed, and elusiveness. Just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He wants to pass it on second down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Kennesaw State right back to work. He's got it down to the 1 yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reeves. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A third and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Defense is going to have to find a way to slow this quarterback down from running the football. He's been doing a lot of damage in this game. Already he's got over 100 yards rushing.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This almost certainly to win the game. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Kennesaw State.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the chance for victory is straight ahead. A field goal attempt from right down the middle. Splits the uprights. Good. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers.